We got a mail in today. This is a broken USB flash drive. It came in for data recovery and it came in like this in two pieces. Looking at the microscope, look at what I see. Look at this. Customer mailed this in so we can recover data. If data is so important on this drive, why would you attempt to repair it if you do not have the experience? We do not know if we can get this board to work or not. No idea if we have components, and if we do have components here, I do not know what those components are. Broken pads everywhere. Heat went on to this area of the board. Look at this here, this here, this here. Total disaster. This went from something that could have been fixed to something that we may not be able to fix. If I'm a person that's practicing, I practice on a dead board. I practice on a board that doesn't mean much to me. YouTube can be good or bad. It's good that you can see how things are done and you can learn from it, but it's bad because when you see it on YouTube, it looks like it's very easy. You can do it yourself. And then when you attempt to do it yourself, this happens. In this video, we're going to be working on an Xbox One X that came in for an HDMI retimer chip replacement. Customer said that he's not getting a signal on the screen. That's what the paper said. The first thing we did was try to power on the Xbox One X, but there was no sign of power at all. Console is dead, completely dead. I told Big Boss to take the board out so we can look at the board to see what's going on, and just like I thought, there was a prior repair attempt on this board. Customer did not mention that the board does not power on, but he did mention that he needs the retimer chip replaced. So we are dealing with a no power and possibly a retimer chip replacement. Let's take a look at the board. Look at this. Flux everywhere. HDMI connector looks good. Nothing to be concerned about. The filters here, they look good. Look at those two components. They are out of place. This component is missing. Retimer chip has been replaced. We do not know if it's making a good connection or not. This is empty by default. We have two missing components here, right there. Look at this. 1, 2. We have to put them back here. And I do not know if there's anything else missing. Those are empty by default. They are factory, rounded like this. And we have a capacitor here. C43. We have a missing cap here. And we have a missing component here too, C50. Those two components I do not know the values of. And the components are not anywhere on the board. We may be able to do without this capacitor because we have those two here. And I do not know the job. This is probably a bypass capacitor. Let me test. Bypass capacitors are used to filter noise. So this is a bypass capacitor. Most likely we can do without this capacitor here. And this is a bypass capacitor as well. Retimer chip flew right off. It wasn't making a good connection. Okay, we're gonna have to add some solder onto those pads. We have two capacitors here, but they are connected to each other. Just like that. So even though we have a lot of flux on the board, I'm gonna add some flux and reflow those components down in place. Now, like I said, we have two missing components still. We have one here, and we have one here and one here. Three missing components. This one here we can guess by measuring this capacitor, the value of this, and we can put one here. Now, the customer was quoted for a retimer chip replacement, but now we're gonna charge him more because we are doing more work, in hopes that we can get this Xbox to work again, because right now it doesn't even power on. Okay, 30. This looks like possibly a 402 size. So we're gonna have 30 nanofarads. I have 33 here, which is good enough. Okay. And what I'm going to do is also put a 30 nanofarads here and here. These are bypass capacitors, so even if the value is a little bit off, it's used to filter noise at high frequencies. It's not going to be a big deal. But since we do not have a circuit diagram for this, we do not know the value of the capacitors, I'm just going to go with 30 nanofarads. So we soldered this one here, and I'm just going to add one more here and one more here. Okay, so we're good. Let's clean up and solder the retimer chip, and hopefully we can get this board to work. Let's get rid of the glare. Just like that. And let's solder a new retimer chip. And Flux. This is the Amtech 559. We just got a big batch of fresh Amtech Flux. You can order from our website, NorthridgeFix.com, and click on the shop section of the site. And the job is done. We're gonna give it a big bus to reassemble, and hopefully this Xbox will turn on. Job is done. Okay, so Xbox turned on, but no signal. Right now, I double checked on the retimer chip. I reflowed the retimer chip one more time. I checked all the components in this area, and I even went a little bit further away. Everything looks good. This is probably one of the missing capacitors. We're gonna send this back to the customer, and we're gonna charge him a minimal fee for the repair attempt, since it was tampered with before. If this was sent to us without being tampered with, there's a 99% chance that this would have been fixed. We do not know what went wrong with all the excess heat that was put onto this board, but that's all I can do for now.